Have you ever heard of Lynda Carter? Most people know her as Wonder Woman, the superhero who could do almost anything. But did you know that before she became famous, she had some photos taken that shocked the world? We're going to talk about those photos and why people still talk about them years later. Now, let us be honest. Lynda Carter is beautiful, talented, and confident, but some of her photos were a little different from the ones you see in magazines today. People often ask, what were these photos all about? Let us find out. Before we get into the photos, it is important to know a little about her. Lynda Carter was born in 1951 in Phoenix, Arizona. She started acting and singing when she was young, and in the 1970s, she became the star of the television show Wonder Woman. She was not just an actress. She was a symbol of strength for millions of people. But before Wonder Woman, Lynda also worked as a model. This is where some of the more controversial photos come in. Back then, it was common for young models to pose in bold or daring ways, and some of these photos were meant to push boundaries. So, what kind of photos are we talking about? These were not in any ordinary magazine. Some are private or taken for modeling portfolios. Some of the pictures were considered adult for the time. People called them bold, and some even called them scandalous. The idea was to show confidence and beauty, but because Lynda would later become Wonder Woman, fans were surprised to see this side of her. It is easy to judge these photos today, but remember, the 1970s were very different. Attitudes toward fashion and nudity were changing fast. Many celebrities had done similar shoots. Lynda's photos were just part of that movement, her way of expressing herself as a young adult. When the photos became known, reactions were mixed. Some people said they were beautiful, creative, and artistic. Others were shocked that someone who played a superhero could be in such photos. Fans had a hard time separating the character of Wonder Woman from the real-life Lynda Carter. Lynda herself has talked about these photos in interviews. She said she was not embarrassed about them. She saw them as part of her life story, not something shameful. That is an important point. Many celebrities have moments in their past that might surprise fans, but it is just one chapter of their lives. After Wonder Woman, Lynda Carter did not stop. She kept acting, singing, and appearing at fan events. Over the years, she became known as a role model, not just for her acting, but for being confident and true to herself. The photos that shocked people in the 1970s did not define her. They were just one part of her journey. That is something we can all learn from. Everyone has a past. Everyone has made choices that may surprise others. What matters is how you carry yourself after that. And Lynda Carter carried herself with grace, confidence, and honesty. So why are these photos still a topic today? Part of it is nostalgia. People love Wonder Woman and are curious about the woman behind the costume. Another reason is that the photos represent a moment in time when Hollywood was changing. They are part of pop culture history. And finally, people are fascinated by the contrast. Wonder Woman, the hero, versus Lynda Carter, the young woman exploring her career. It is natural to be curious, but it is also important to remember these photos do not take away from her talent, her kindness, or the legacy she left in television and film. Lynda Carter's story shows us that everyone has chapters in their life that are surprising, confusing, or even controversial. What matters most is how you live your life after those chapters. Lynda did not hide from her past, and she did not let it stop her from becoming a beloved icon. That is what makes her story so inspiring. So, when you see those old photos, remember, they are just one part of a bigger story. And her story is far more than any single picture. It is about talent, confidence, and being true to yourself.